name?
What's his name?
Hakimi.
Oh, with his
That's
mom?
That's his last name, yeah.
Put the stuff in. Now, what was
He's
the other
from
one?
Morocco.
The one to put all the money in his mama? Yeah. Him too. Ronaldo. Ronaldo was the other one.
I don't have it.
Big Z, you got a charge?
I wonder what
Court.
Jeezy's wife is gonna get.
I heard she signed a prenup.
Oh, okay.
This brother got
So, you know.
But still, there's
Yeah.
a record around a prenup.
Yeah, they could say she did it under distress.
Yeah, that's true. But they wasn't even married that long, so it's like,
She gonna get some change.
what she gonna get out of that?
She can get some change. She'll get something.
But it's like a lot of dudes, a lot of these famous men that were married, they're taking the L's.
Yeah.
Capu's about to be the next one.
Bro.
Well, he got.
Sorry, what you say, bro? You said Black Love?
I can't name one song that went platinum.
Okay, you got it.
And even on a feature on something. Yeah, I'm saying, even on a feature, I can't think of.
Yeah, Brick.
Hey, the script is warning you about that, man. You know? Who's that? Ecclesiastes 7.
Yep.
Far more bitter than death.
A woman.
Whose hearts are snares and nets. Her hands is as bands.
Let the
Daughter.
The portion of
the sinner fall upon her. Yeah.
Daughter.
So hey, you men, you really you're running into that snare because you ain't right.
Yeah.
You know? And you don't know how to get your head out of these women's asses, man. This whole system is just corrupted, man. All right, it was an agenda from the get-go, from the elites, to shape this society in the way that it is, because really they benefit from this. The state, the courts, all that, the government, they all make money off of this, man.
Yeah, Alex Jones.
They're using her to bring money back to them. And of course she get a piece of it. But the money is going to the state.
Aaron Russo, Alex Jones article that pretty much dropped the ball, dropped that on the world.
What's the one you
read
read
on that chapter?
where it said, if I was the devil,
I would do this.
Things I would do if I was the devil.
Oh man, I gotta find that.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
Like he's doing everything that Satan would do.
Yep.
To destroy a society and a family and the home structure and everything, man. The relationship between man and woman, between the mom and the children, and the father and the children. He fucking destroyed it all, man. You know?
The way of life. Yeah, I appreciate it. Isaiah 3:12. I'm reading NASB 20. My people, their oppressors treat them violently, and women rule over them. My people, those who guide you, lead you astray and confuse the direction of your path. Actually, the Most High, put women over men in this society, man. The Israelite man.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 31:22 right now.
Jeremiah 31 and verse 22. How long wilt thou go, O thou backsliding daughter?
Yeah, that's talking about the men of Israel, man. They're the backsliding daughter, man. Go ahead.
For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
A woman shall compass a man to go around the authority of a man. Yep. That's running rampant all through the society. Yep. Like the righteous women in the Supreme Court, women fucking, police officers, judges, Yeah. Shit. You can have a two-bit piece of shit woman, ain't got nothing. So her name, she still looks at a man as like a gum at the bottom of her shoe. Yeah.
Proud as hell.
Proud, super proud.
Hey, you go to a child support hearing and it's a fucking woman as the judge.
Hey, I want to get child support, man. It was a judge. It was a woman judge. I was like,
A judge, a woman social worker.
The Supreme Court chick, black chick that they put in there.
Ketanji Brown, some shit.
Yeah. Black nigga one.
Yeah.
Winch. Secretary, press secretary. Nigga one.
The end.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in them judgment positions.
Police chiefs and shit. Nigga one.
These
Mayors.
bitches are man haters.
Yeah. Tell me,
Man
what
haters,
like
you know?
for the man
They fucking hate men.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
She put hell on you, Jakes, in California.
Yeah, when she was at DA.
Yeah, threw you niggas in under the prison for having a joint in your car.
Oh yeah.
Then joked about smoking weed in college.
Yeah.
Now it's legal.
Yeah. But then I let Jake out of jail for that shit. For violations of you know, parole or whatever.
So that's basically punishment on the Israelite man, man.
Yeah.
The Lord put our women over us. That's a curse.
About a curse, yeah. About a curse. That ain't little electric vocab. That's still in full effect.
Shows you how their oppressors are.
Women rule over them.
They have lead, he calls you the earth.
But the Lord, he's turning back the curse, man. Once this society start continuing to break down,
Yep.
That's what you get in the scriptures, Isaiah 32. Rise up, you women that are Eve.
Yep.
Isaiah 4 as well.
That's the Lord basically turning back that authority.
And we talk
Over
about
man.
Isaiah 4 and the 7 women joining the one man. Forget about that part. Just how to take away their reproach. How women will humble down, take away from the reproach. They're gonna seek a man to get them out of trouble,
Right.
to protect them.
And that always happens, even in this wicked ass society. I seen a video where a guy says he approached a woman, so I have a boyfriend, and he said, "You still need a man to get you out of that." Out of that, so another man approach you.
Yep.
You see, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't say. She had. I'm saying she had to use a man to get her away from another man.
Yeah.
You know, when
They're not interested and they say I have a boyfriend.
right.
You know, that's saying I'm not interested, so she has to lie and say she has a boyfriend.
Right.
To kind of get the dude to be like, oh, back up.
Back up, right? And she used another man, even if it's imaginary man,
Yep.
to get her away from another man.
Yeah, to get it from trouble.
I
So.
got a girlfriend.
Right.
That tells something
That make
about.
Nah,
the
bro.
nigga thing in the nigga's mind just go right even more harder.
Yeah, I might have to.
You know?
You know?
Yeah.
They barely are deterred when you say you got a boyfriend. They be like, oh well, he ain't got
Fuck
no.
that nigga.
That's how far off. That's how far
Jake,
away
though, right?
from righteousness
Yeah.
the world is places allowed to
Savages,
to
bro.
become. Okay, it's that bad, man.
This place is sick,
I
bro.
can only imagine what it's like to live in another country, but I don't think you guys that don't live over here can imagine how bad it is to live over here, to grow up and live over here in these times, man.
That's bad.
You know, and I'm sure everybody got their own situations, but this shit, we make it look fly with gangs and hoods and nice cars and cheeseburgers and shit or whatever, but the oppression level is something else, man. You know, police patrolling, that fucking ghetto bird, all that shit. Sirens, that shit's oppression on a whole nother level.
Yeah, and the specific attacks on Israelite men,
Yeah.
you know, that's a whole nother hell.
Police get behind you, you damn near have a heart attack. And you ain't did shit. Your shit is up to date, everything's good. You still know that your life could end or get fucked off by him just turning the lights on behind you.
Life shall hang in balance.
It's like, yeah.
That's a curse.
Yeah. 64, I believe it
I
is.
got
Scattered and all.
I got to real quick. 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. I started at the top. Be ye followers of me, even as I am of Mashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinance as I deliver them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High Yahweh.
That's the word. No, I quoted that wrong. It said, your life should hang in doubt.
Okay.
Deuteronomy 28, 65.
Yeah, but hey, that's
Yeah, well, actually, could you read that? Because that's really what it's like to live over here. But when you read, it might be 65, but it says basically you hope that it was daytime and night was never in a comfortable state.
Deuteronomy 28 and 65, NASB 20. Among those nations you will find no peace, and there will be no resting place for your sole of your foot. But there the Lord will give you a trembling heart, failing of eyes and despair of souls. So your lives will be hanging in doubt before you, and you will be terrified night and day and have no assurance of your life.
So you're gonna wish that it was like in the KJV, it breaks it down a little different. At nighttime, you wish that it was because you're scared anything can happen at night. The demons come out and get worse. So you hoping it's daytime, but in the daytime, you hoping the night is over because you got nothing but stress going on with it because everybody's up. It's just always a constant struggle.
And also in the daytime, you hoping it's over because you more than likely at the plantation.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, I wish this day can get over.
Go home.
You know,
Think about how much
Fears of
more this curse is gonna
Magnify.
turn up.
Yeah.
Jacob's trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where
Life
motherfuckers
really
gonna be
gonna
wishing it was daytime.
Because you ain't got no lights. You ain't got no lights. Like, damn, we should be here in the daytime.
They're just gonna be
Motherfuckers get
they
wild,
gonna
I
be
can't see
seeking
if they
death,
come
bro.
in here.
They're gonna want to die.
Yeah.
You know?
Y'all remember that movie, Blair Witch Project? See how scared they was because they couldn't see the witch or whatever the fuck it was, right? They couldn't see it, so they was always scared. What time is it? And the one that always got me was when you go, man, what time is it? Man, please let it be 5. Please let it be 5. Because it's pitch black out, but you only got 45 minutes to an hour to. It's like the darkest it could be before the sun come up.
Yeah. That's
2. Oh fuck! They both were like, oh fuck. We got 3-4 hours before the sun come up. I can't go through the night like this. That's what it's gonna be like when the brothers describing Jacob's trouble. Motherfuckers gonna be. You think they ain't gonna wait till dark to sneak into your shit? If, I mean, they may come in bold daylight,
that's
but they
almost like
come in the middle of the night.
military planning, like, because let's wait till it's dark to attack.
Yeah.
They think these niggas is gonna plot on your house.
Mm-hmm.
You think you think you good in the daytime, okay? You think you gonna Will Smith up your house and I Am Legend.
Right.
At nighttime, them niggas been plotting all week.
Yep.
To come in your house.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, I was gonna bring this movie up earlier, The Purge, the original Purge movie. Hey, motherfuckers been plotting on him all year.
All year.
It's plotting on him.
Since the last year.
Yeah, since the last. They been. It's the
Last
6th
purge.
purge. Motherfuckers been planning for 2 years to get into this man's house.
Man, I was fucked up because they was envious of him because he had made money off the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, through them systems.
I was funny. We was gonna say
it was for their good though. It was
Yeah.
protective.
The alarm system.
But Pete though, see, only Edomites that own property that truly deeply understand. So imagine everybody got the same house in the same neighborhood, about the same amount of money, you know, property value about the same. All of a sudden, I sell all of y'all security systems to your house. I get rich and I add 10,000 square feet to my house. Now my properties above y'all's was devalued y'all's. So they're like, hey, you just fucking us over. So we gonna come and get you. You built that safe room was built on our money. From who? From us? You built that in this neighborhood from us. So they came and got us.
That's how Edomites think.
Yeah.
They're not thinking like, okay, are we all safe?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Like, nah, fuck you, you know.
Next door they was having a party where all the neighbors were together. Yeah, you watched that movie. But he wasn't there. They bombed their house up.
Yeah, eventually, neighbors are gonna turn on each other, man.
Yeah.
They see you over there, you got, you can, when it ain't no food, like, you can smell it. You know, when a nigga 5 houses down could be barbecuing, you smell it.
Yeah.
So, in that day,
You smell fire.
you smell anything that smell like a bologna sandwich or something.
Anything.
The nigga gonna be on there. Niggas eat bologna.
Second Ezra 16 and 45, it says, and therefore they that labor in vain, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children captives.
Keep prepping, keep building the stockpile, and do all of that shit. Whatever you think is all, you don't know. Whatever you think is all good, it's for you to have in your house to sustain yourself. Hey, somebody gonna come take that shit from you.
They gonna take little kids as ransom. Like, hey, you want your fucking child back?
If not,
Give me some of that, you know?
yeah. If not, we just gonna eat him or her or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll do it.
Yeah, man.
We'll get that back.
Especially them motherfuckers coming through them borders.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers used to
They
wild
coming
shit.
from one situation to
Yeah,
another.
yeah.
This is
Yes,
like,
they ain't
when the
civilized like we
conditions-
are.
when
Yeah.
the conditions get crazy here, they like, well, shit, this is like back at home.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
been
used to
surviving.
this.
And they're thinking,
They gonna think it's
Wild
easier,
motherfuckers.
actually.
You don't
Yeah.
even know what language I speak. I'm gonna just take his shit.
and think about this, they're thinking, what's the worst can happen to me? Send me back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, shit.
I
So,
get killed, I was dead. Well,
Yeah,
I barely
yeah.
escaped anyway.
Yeah. It says for in captivity and famine shall they get children, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more I will be angry with them for their sins, saith the Lord.
It's funny because I actually heard a nigga across the street from where I live talking about the Amazon man coming to this house. Like, yeah,
Your
the
house?
Amazon, no, not to my house. He was talking about, not my house. He was like, man, Amazon come to this house damn near every day. Like, so niggas watch. So
Yeah.
people watch. They watch the neighborhood, you know? They
Oh, yeah.
see Amazon making deliveries every day. They got that big, look, in the trash, you got to put out that big ass box. If you got the 72-inch screen,
Yep.
they know what you got in the house.
Yep.
You know?
They watching, they listening, and they see.
Yeah.
And when you hungry, those senses is
You
heightened.
Yeah.
Survival instincts kick in, you know.
They turn into brute beasts then.
Animalistic.
Yeah.
Verse 18, 2 Ezra 15:18. But because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, their houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
No food, man, to comfort them. They gonna do whatever it takes.
It's gonna be close quarter combat, man. House to house, people invading each other.
If you think a gun is gonna be what saves you in that day, you're sadly mistaken. A gun ain't gonna be it, man.
No, you eventually run out of bullets or you run out of luck.
Yeah, exactly. One of the two.
Yeah.
Somebody with a knife could come in and actually get you in the house.
So, you know.
Yeah, and the thing about Jake is Jake, these Edomites, they go to these gun shows, they store up on ammunition.
Bro, I heard a whole yesterday. I heard over there near Red Rock. I heard gun range up there. You can hear him letting off. You can hear him letting off. Working on sharpening that sword, man. Getting ready.
It's all headshots too.
Remember,
Yeah.
The road,
Yeah.
he had one bullet,
Yeah, two bullets.
two bullets.
Yeah.
And if he didn't shoot that guy in his head,
It's done.
he was done because they was gonna hear that shot and everyone's gonna come for his ass. You know, in that day it's gonna be like that where it may not be a bullet, but you may have that one opportunity, that one chance, and you gotta be praying that the spirit is dealing with you.
Yeah.
You know?
But the men of the Lord are going to be protected through all that.
Right. The spirit gonna be on to do all the things necessary to get out of all of that.
They all going to be covered.
That's why the message of the prophets is such a heavy message. Where somebody can grab, we never grabbed it, Ezekiel 3.
17?
Yep. Because this is the point of the prophecy, is not to tell you, and you can escape it, but to prepare for it so you can be able to gird yourself with the righteous spirit to make it through it. That's the real power in the prophets. Not that it won't happen if you do good, but that it won't happen to you. The Lord will perform those miracles to get you out of it. You got to go.
Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 16. And it came to pass at the end of the 7 days that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman to the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
We have to warn you of impending doom. We are the prophets of doom. Hey, it sucks, but it's the job. I know you don't like the message, but that don't change the doom that's to come. Would you prepare? Would you Biggie Small, Notorious B.I.G. did have that song Warning. The nigga called him up, said, "Yo, some niggas don't come and try to rob you." You know, was that not what you would prefer to happen? Somebody let you know that something was about to go down, and, you know, or it catch you by surprise.
John 10 and 10 say, thief comes not but to kill, destroy.
It's still kill, destroy.
Yeah, that's what this thief, this devil is coming to do.
He gonna steal your soul with MOTB. He gonna steal your livelihood. with his image. He gonna control everything, man.
Yeah, I wish I said he's coming like a thief in the night.
Yep.
Right when you least expect it, when you got your guard down, when you settle on your leads, you thinking everything is good, you know you're gonna prosper in this world. That's when the Lord's gonna come with his wrath. He's gonna come. He's gonna use the so-called white man to execute.
Yep.
You know,
It's like the equivalent of seeing a punch coming. Like if you see it, you know, you're able to brace for it and tense up a little bit and
Roll.
absorb that impact more. But if you don't see it, you know, it can knock you out, knock your wind out.
those are the ones that usually knock you out. The ones you don't see.
I got one. It's Proverbs 22:3. It says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth
Before prophesy.
Have foresight.
Yep.
and hideth himself." Proverbs 22:3. But the simple pass on and are punished.
You see that word hide?
Hide?
Hide them. I know it's a precept in Amos.
That remind me of what it says, he had hideth himself in the secret place of the Most High. Abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
That's what if you listen to the prophets, if you don't misuse the prophets, we're not just out here for a sideshow or entertainment, man. We're out here with great information, valuable information into you. Okay, this information is the most precious jewels on earth in this time. Okay, the information that we hold. All right, and we're trying. And here's the cold part: we don't want your money. We just want you. We just want you to take heed and move toward righteousness, man. We just want to steal the elect. Y'all got something? Yep. Whoever got something?
What you want in Amos?
I got it. Amos 5 and 13. Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is evil time.
Yep. Ezekiel 3 also had that. Go to it. It's toward like 20 something, 26 maybe.
Ezekiel 3?
With the tongue so close to the roof of your mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yep. This is all talking about the famine of the word from Hosea, the 8th chapter. Where ain't gonna be no warning. The warning's too late to warn you. What are you gonna say?
And that word silent goes into be done.
Yep.
It goes into Ezekiel.
Yep. Yep. You got it.
Ezekiel 3 and 26. And I will make thy tongue to cleave to the roof of thy
I
mouth.
will make thy tongue. First he made us to get it and to go out and speak it. Then he gonna make us go dumb and not tell you. He came to break it down for you.
If I'm not mistaken, to be dumb means basically to not speak. To be
Yep.
mute.
Mute.
I feel with these niggas now, man.
I'm
When I
not
go out in the
shit to
world, man, I don't tell these niggas shit.
They lucky they get ahead now. They lucky.
That thou shalt be dumb and shalt not be to them a reprover.
Yep.
For they are a rebellious house.
Right? You know, it's like now. Sometimes we see, like the brother was saying, you see Jake, and they just you don't even correct these niggas. Like, yeah, okay, whatever.
None of that.
None of that.
Just keep going. Just keep living, nigga. Your day coming. Your end is around the corner.
Yeah. You can't because reproving or correcting a nigga now, it could turn into a nigga mode.
Yep.
Bro, that's exactly what. So I'm driving down the street here, right? Nigga standing on the phone at the bus stop with a red rag hanging out of his pocket. Like, I'm from a time where you was bait.
You a target.
You a target.
A nigga see you, they gonna spin the block. You know, get out the car, give you up, take you to the bus stop, and be back in the car.
Yeah.
Nigga on his phone.
Yeah.
Ain't paying attention.
Look like he was arguing about something. Like,
Ain't paying attention to shit.
you so lost in the sauce of this world that you don't understand how detrimental the situations around you really are.
Quick testimony, bro. Like when I first came to the truth, you know, I had that zeal. I wanted to tell everybody that was an Israelite. This is I was back in Pittsburgh. I was on the bus, and then it was this dude. He was like sitting across from me. It was only like a couple people on the bus, so I'm like, let me tell him he an Israelite. So I tell him he an Israelite, And basically, he was a crip. So,
You already know I'm gonna do this shit.
so I tell him like, hey, you know you're an Israelite, bro?
I ain't like Israelite, I'm some pin shot mouth.
Good.
You know, he's like, no, I'm a Muslim. He's like, he was just, rambling or whatever. And then he was like, last person tried to tell me I wasn't Muslim. I fired on him. He said something like that, like he punched him or something. And I'm fresh, coming out the world, and I'm like thinking in my head, like, man, I wish he would. But at the same time, I had to be like, all right, I'm gonna just let it go. And I ain't.
Well, you learn, man. Some of these niggas is lost causes, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's why Jeremiah said, fuck Jake, man. Fuck these niggas, man.
You know how many boxes you gotta tick off before I tell you something deep in this truth? I mean, you gotta be throwing like damn near reaching for because you figure I know
You
something.
damn near gotta be quoting scripture.
You gotta be posted, man. I wonder what is that the beast all about, man? Is it the chip? You gotta damn near have to break down for me to be like, he might be right, bro. It might be the most I tell you. I don't fuck with niggas like that.
God. You say you gotta have the breakdown already.
No, I know.
Shit, you tell them at work, you try to be brotherly as somebody at work. You try to tell them, they fucking tell on you, oh, this dude in the cold, he's some shit.
Tell me.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fuck with these niggas.
At work, they know I know the Bible, like I believe in the Bible, but they don't truly know. You just don't really want to talk to me about it. Because I might just act like, oh, that's a good one.
And the most I'll say is they'll say something or misquote something. I say you don't understand that, or you don't know what you're talking about, and I leave it at that. And it lets them think like what it really is.
Is that what it say really in the scripture?
Yeah, stuff like that.
You holding something?
This is Micah 3:6. It says, therefore night shall be unto you, that you shall not have a vision. It shall be dark unto you, and you shall not divine. And the sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be dark over them.
The day when no man can work. There ain't gonna be no time of prophecy. Ain't gonna be out. There ain't gonna be time to be out in public where you can interact and get it. It's gonna be all darkness to where there's no vision left to tell. Vision is in full. No. Yep.
You're gonna be looking to hope and trying to figure out the truth and go in various places to get answers, and the Lord ain't gonna have an answer for you. Because you ain't gonna be able to talk to the prophets. They ain't gonna be around to tell you nothing.
You're not gonna.
A lot of us, at our, like the brothers mentioned about the job, and we Clark Kent at our job. We ain't prophets, for real. We regular people at our job.
Done.
We ain't finna give these niggas nothing, man.
Nope.
Let them niggas, your co-worker, he a Muslim, let that nigga pray to his Allah. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
He getting into whatever it is he getting into. Let him do that, man. It's for to say, he that is ignorant, let him be ignorant.
Yeah.
He that is
filthy.
he that is filthy, let him be filthy still. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still.
Be not evenly yoked with unbelievers. What is it? Unevenly yoked.
Unequally yoked.
Yeah. Yeah, man. They don't want it. They don't want this anyway. Why would you try to force something that Jake don't want?
Right.
The prophets already told you that they're a stiff-necked and rebellious house.
Yeah.
Even when it's for their own good, they still backslide. They don't care.
Nigga, take this medicine. No. He will fight you to be healed.
But they say Esau say you need this medicine to work. Oh, here we go right here. Give me 2 of them.
Yeah.
Nigga.
This is our second Esdras, chapter 12, and verse 36. It says, thou only hast been meet to know this secret of the highest. Therefore write all these things that thou hast seen in a book and hide them. And teach them to the wise of the people, whose hearts thou knowest may comprehend and keep these secrets.
It was beautiful because in Wisdom of Solomon, it says a similar thing about wisdom. Who is worthy? That wisdom will meet those that are worthy. But you have to be meet or worthy to receive this. Basically, you have to have been predestinated to get it.
And we have to have discernment and wisdom to determine
We
who
tell.
can receive it.
So nigga damn near be breaking the prophecy down. I'm from Great Millstone. My apostles say this. Like they damn near gotta be on that level.
Last night when we was going into, a lot of these motherfuckers can't get it because they're not of the elect.
That's right.
Yahweh Shai, he knew what he was doing
Yeah.
when he was speaking in parables in public,
Yep.
but then he expounded on it when he got with his
He
disciples.
shared the secrets with his
He
friends.
shared his
Yep.
secret
Yeah.
with his friends.
The intimacies.
Yeah. But when he was out in public and there was a bunch of people, he was just speaking in riddles.
Yeah, go.
People was like, what the hell is he talking about? The Lord was doing that on purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, he said, it is for you to know the mysteries of
Yeah, but
To them
it's not given. Okay.
Give not which is
Holy.
holy to the dog, nigga, cast your
Pearls.
pearls before swine.
Because
Because they were what? They were
Trodden it underfoot.
Trample underfoot.
Underfoot.
Yeah.
They were rend it
Yeah.
and trample it underfoot.
Yep.
They won't take it serious, man.
Great job. Look at Ricky Harris and Mike Harris. They played this shit. They played it as a joke. And then Ricky Harris in the grave, man.
Yeah.
We know the Most High alone belonged to the issues from death. He could have saved him.
Yeah.
Second Ezra 8, start at 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself.
And that's what makes them misuse it because of their pride. They misuse the word of the prophet
Yeah,
because of their
misuse
pride.
it.
That ain't gonna happen to me. Not in this life. They got a million excuses to keep their chin up in their nose up in the air.
Yeah, it said pride is that when you're apart from the Lord.
Yep. Getting a pride, yep.
It says, but understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for temples be like thee. And that's what the brother is going into. You know, he quoted it, casting your pearls before swine. A pearl is what? A symbol of, like treasure.
Yep.
And this is our treasure, in earthen vessels. Right?
Yep.
It says, for unto you is paradise open. The tree of life is planted. The time to come is prepared. Plenteous is made ready. A city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom.
And here's the crazy part that a lot of you that's not in the truth don't understand. As hard as society is and how much society rejects us for this work that we do here, we still have rest. Because we know the truth, and the truth has made us free from the bondage of being caught up in a place like this. That when it's time to depart from this place, like when we say, there you go, get the implant or else, we could just be like, fuck it, that's it. Babe, what we gonna do? Nothing. They gonna come and take us up out of here. We already know what they gonna do. They gonna come take us up out of here, try to force it on us, or the spirit gonna tell us, no, go on and migrate this way or that way. We already know what it's gonna be when the time comes. We have no attachment to it once it collapses.
Hey, this is the refreshing for us.
Yeah, we're refreshed now because of this.
Calls the weary to rest. This
Yep.
is a refreshing right here. We can rest easily in understanding that we know everything in this book is faithful and true.
Yep.
You know, we have the
And-
sure word of prophecy. So everything that we know is going to come to pass, and it's not going to catch us off guard. So we ain't pressured by this world.
Right.
We know to take ourselves completely out of this world.
I ain't
because
worried
we don't
about
have
having
nothing
enough
here.
gifts for Christmas. I ain't worried about
Yeah,
none of
we know
this.
that there's another world after this.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's the most important. There's another. We know the shit gonna be fucked up to get to it. That's okay, but we know we need to get through this shit to get to where we deserve to be at.
The beautiful thing about the truth is it funnels your focus off all the bullshit in the world and on salvation.
Yep.
You know, of course we need to work and handle our business in the world, but it's not as important. You know, say, okay, let me get my little food and pay my rent or whatever, but this is the most important thing. So before in the world, Jake's main focus was on money. You know, how can I make some money? How can I survive? That ain't our focus no more. Our focus ain't on our careers or making it in some NFL or something like that. Our focus is on the scriptures, on this truth, obtaining salvation. You know, being found worthy of salvation.
That's why it says, let us labor therefore, so that we may enter into that rest.
I had points in 19, I was 17. Sirach 3 and 17. My son, go on with thy business in meekness, so so shall thou be beloved of him that is approved. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek.
And that's ties right back into him. What is it? This ain't the one that you just read. That didn't even work. Yeah. But it was something. There's another line in there basically saying, "Oh, be like unto them." Yeah. So those that are like you will redeem you in a higher regard. Yep. That's the people that you want to be approved of. You don't care to be approved of the random people of the world, but those that be like unto you, that's looking for salvation. That's who you really build with. That's who you really converse with. That's who you really want to hang out with. You know, spend your time with. That's when you can be your real self.
You're not tripping if,
that's real.
You tripping if you can't somehow, can't go to camp. But you ain't tripping if
I got mixed words with that.
right. Yeah. Or you can't go hang with family in town or some shit. You like, hey.
Sometimes you don't want to go to work. You make up a lie.
Yep.
I don't feel good. I'm sick, man. I can't go to work. You can't do that with the truth.
No.
You know?
Right.
You can't do that, bro.
The Lord knows it anyway.
You're only playing yourself.
Yeah.
You know? I had there's 1 Corinthians chapter 2, and I'll start at 6. It says, how be we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which Yahweh ordained before the world unto our glory.
Can I wrap everything from the beginning we were talking about? Yep. That the prophet is speaking those things that the rest of the world can't know. So that's why they're the most top people on the earth. You know, the most coveted people on the earth should be the prophet, but a lot of you people don't understand. This position is actually higher than who you think counsels the king.
Yep.
You know?
I gotta get that definition for you.
Yeah.
We're mystery, which is mysterium. And it says that definition that brothers like to get out all the time is the one where it says, generally mysteries, religious secrets, confided only to the initiated and not to ordinary mortals.
Ordinary mortals. Why do you call them mortals?
Hey, bro.
Ordinary mortals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's like that can't receive it, man. They can't understand it. You know?
And to know that all this destruction is coming and that we'll end up getting new bodies, new healthy, fresh, powerful, immortal bodies. Bro,
They
I mean,
can't understand that.
they can't understand.
Is there another definition besides that too?
I think the other one as well.
I think there was another definition.
Like giving the ear more,
Yeah. This one.
This one right here?
Yeah.
It says, of God, the secret counsels which govern the Most High Power, Yahweh, in dealing with the righteous, which are hidden from ungodly and wicked men, but plain to the godly.
Okay.
So Mark 39:24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks to the wicked.
Yep. Easy to be understood by us, but to a random mere mortal, just can't get it, man. And you
Hey, vocab,
You're mere mortal. You're mere mortal, man.
Yep.
All right.
Which is another way of saying, like we did last night, brute beast.
Yeah.
It's still natural man.
Conversations is normal.
Yeah.
We speak things of great power and of godly content, man.
Yeah.
Of powerful content, you know. Conversation is in the heavens.
If we speak of earthly things,
Believe not.
and
That's in that same chapter. Was you 1 Corinthians 2?
Yeah.
I think it's further down. I think it's further
That was
down.
in John 3. When y'all was trying to talk to Nicodemus.
Right.
Well, there's more. It's something like that in that chapter too, though. Toward
I'll
the
tell
end,
you,
last few verses. Yeah.
Earthly thing, if I tell you of an earthly
the
thing,
natural man
Receiveth not the thing
of the spirit.
Yep.
That
Just look up from there. I think to the end of the chapter.
It says,
Oh, then the
uh,
third
Also the
chapter.
third chapter.
Yeah, click. Yeah, so start. You get to do it last night. So read from there, and then go right to the third chapter.
neither indeed can be.
I'll start at 14.
Boom.
It says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High Power, Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither
We
can
said a regular nigga be like, play with like, hey,
Like, what are you
Real
talking about,
Marvel
man?
conversation.
Bug us think we're bugged out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We looking at them crazy like, hey, you don't see what's going on. You can't, you can't see it.
Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
Yep.
But he that
Discern to the
is
spirits. You got it.
But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. For who hath known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him?
The prophets, because the Lord gave that mind, basically with His word, for us to be.
Yeah.
But we have the mind of Mashiach. And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual,
Yeah.
but
That's the
as
word.
unto carnal.
Yeah. I couldn't speak too deep with you in the spirit. I had to speak more carnal. I had to make analogies more carnal for you to understand.
That's why also, like,
good.
when you engage
I wouldn't-
with
Yeah.
somebody,
At all.
we gotta keep it very, like,
Yeah.
we have to
Surface.
lower our,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
give them like little
Yep.
basics, man.
You
gotta give them.
did.
Yeah,
They're gonna choke real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Something too strong.
Hey, did you know the chairs is going?
Yeah.
Said air blow.
Okay, you had me until you start talking about it.
I did that before.
Get
Brother
beamed-
got on me
get
like, what
beamed
you
up.
doing, bro? Why would you say that? I was like, man, I got excited, bro. My bad. I did though.
said that. Y'all really gonna wait on somebody to come out? See, I forgot how he said it, but he basically was scoffing the
Is
chest.
that nigga that from one body?
I think so. Like,
Yeah.
The younger dude.
Younger dude?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fucked up.
You got it, bro.
It says, but as unto
He said,
carnal,
reincarnation?
but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in Hamashiach, I have fed you with milk
Mm-hmm.
and not with meat.
Yep.
For hitherto ye were not able to bear it.
Yeah, he couldn't understand it. He couldn't digest it. Make it make sense to you. So it had to be as simple to break down.
Neither yet now are ye able. For ye are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, and are ye not carnal and walk as men?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of where it's going. Yeah, but saying that every man that comes into this, he still has to shake off the demons of carnality. The simple. What does it say in Proverbs to give? You quoted it like last night, from 1 and 4, to give discretion and equity and yeah. It's like this was the 1 and 4. But basically teaching you how to be mature to handle, to digest more deeper understandings.
Proverbs 1 to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion.
Knowledge and discretion.
A wise man will hear and will increase learning,
Yep.
and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
Keep going.
It says to understand the proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise, and their dark sayings.
Takes a spiritual maturity. Somebody has to teach you to get onto that level. Okay, you're not just gonna come right in and just be like, yeah, I can go deep. Nah, it don't work that way. That's why we're talking about being Clark Kent. You know, if you watch them Christopher Reeve Superman movies, it was actually pretty good how he would throw little jewels that he was Superman at people and they would just not get it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind of how we are. If you seem worthy to understand it, we might throw something at you. But if it's so easy that you should be able to catch that and it go over your head, we know we can't even talk. Yeah, just let it go. Huh?
2 Corinthians 4 and 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Yeah, it's easy once
it's right in front of you, and things are happening, but then it's too late to take it as a warning. So now you have to be a visionary, meaning you have to be able to see the things that the prophets are painting a picture of. So when you see that puzzle being put together by the prophets, you should be able to see the big picture and then take it as a warning to protect yourself, so to speak, you know, in the secret place of the Most High.
It's like spiritual example, like Jake said, everything tangible. Like they was expecting back then the kingdom to come
Yep.
in their time.
Yep.
The Lord had to tell them the kingdom of heaven suffer violence.
Yep.
Like basically, the kingdom of heaven is within us.
Yeah.
They was expecting the physical manifestation of the kingdom to come through.
Yep.
No, the kingdom of heaven starts with what we have,
Mm-hmm.
and we're building up. All right, as a governing body. All right, if you desire thrones and scepters, desire wisdom.
Yep.
Yeah, so we
She was the mother
utilize
of
this
them.
wisdom because we're becoming the sons of the power, because we're going to govern and rule the next world. You can't tangibly see that.
Right.
Right now, currently, we're still in hell. We're in Babylon. We're in the curse. We still got to go to Esau and our enemies for the one of all things. So Jake looking at that like, y'all talking about some kingdom where people going to be bowing down and licking up the dust of your feet. And you're going to be having concubines and all this.
Yep.
But look where we at right now.
Yeah.
I want to go get the bag right now while we still here.
Mm-hmm.
Because they see everything tangible. They don't see things. They don't see that this is temporal. But what we're talking about that we don't see is eternal.
They don't. Jay be looking for you to be levitating. You telling me this, but you ain't even levitating.
Yeah, they
You
want to
ain't
see
rich.
miracles. They want
You
to
ain't
see
got-
signs.
yeah.
They want to see. They seek after a sign.
But Jake's problem is when we go into this Florida prophecy, they can't see it. They don't think there's an end. If they could see the end, like the end was 100 miles and they could see it,
Yeah.
then they would be convinced.
Yeah. Okay.
But they can't see the end of this man's kingdom.
Yep.
They don't see. They see things going on until they're not going on.
Hey,
You know?
how many conversations have ended with, oh, we got the strongest military in the world. They ain't never gonna go there.
Yep.
How many conversations end like that?
Or the dollar ain't gonna never
No,
crash.
man, we got the strongest economy.
We live in
the world.
America.
They ain't never gonna go
Yeah,
there.
these niggas don't know history.
Yeah.
They don't know history of previous kingdoms, how they went down.
They
You know,
don't.
America ain't no different. America's on the trail end of being destroyed, man.
Right.
One of the sayings that's been watered down by the world that people don't really understand is it's not so much the journey. It's not so much the destination, but the journey.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to understand the process it takes to get to that kingdom that we speak of.
That's where the real kingdom is at, in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I hate to
Like-
quote him, but he made a good point. When Kobe said, you realize not to look at where I got to, but how I got there. And that's kind of how we live. We were just as dumb as we were once Gentiles, as it says in the Corinthians,
Mm.
right? We were once Gentiles,
Yeah,
just like
carried
you,
away
carried
into-
unto dumb idols, just the same as you.
Mm-hmm.
But it took a process of time for us to get to where we know what we believe. Our faith to be on this level.
Going through that process, when we get there, you know, Lord, we're part of the elect. We receive the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
How much more are we going to appreciate?
Yeah.
You know, then
It was tough.
right? It was tough. It you know,
It is tough.
yeah.
We were prisoners of hope.
Yeah. We were from prisoners of a carnal
This
man
is
to
something
prisoners
that,
of hope.
like, oh, you got to be delusional to believe that.
Mhm.
Well, I'm a
Right.
slave to it.
Kind.
I live my life
Right.
just constantly
Expecting
anticipating, expecting
this to
that
come. Yeah.
this is going to happen.
And we see it.
You
happening.
don't see it, but that's just, hey, the spirit is on me to have that tunnel vision.
That eye salve.
That I saw, man. I can see it.
Yeah.
Just because you can't see it, that don't mean that make my faith without of the Most High
Hey,
without effect.
kind.
Hebrews
Hey,
10, starting at 35. It says, "Cast not away, therefore, your confidence,
Mm-hmm.
that assurance that brother spoke of,
Mm-hmm.
which have great recompense of reward. For you have need of patience, that after you have done the will of the Most High, you might receive the promise."
Yeah. That encapsulates this thing. Right?
Kind. That's what scripture also says, what I believe in 2nd Esdras, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. Yeah, their unbelief or disbelief. You know?
You got a totally different spirit. Hey, just because a guy don't think that he can get to a certain level, I'll never be grand champion. I'll never be world heavyweight. I'll never be NBA, play in India. I'll never, all these things, we looking at like, I have a vision to become one of the rulers in the earth to come. The earth to come.
Shit at the
Kingdom
mansions.
of heaven. What? When and where is that? Well, in the next life, in the next, oh, okay. Look, it ain't kind of same shit. You know? Yeah. These are the most close up lines. You know? There you go. You know?
I got Sirach 14:2. Blessed he whose conscience have not condemned him, and who has not fallen from his hope in the Lord.
Yep. Oh,
You know, that spirit
keep
of
bringing
unbelief.
that up. We go to-
You start to, you know, now you're starting to work back to your carnal way of thinking rather than allowing the spirit to guide you. You start falling back into your flesh is going to lead you to all type of worries, anxieties, rash decision making, and you know, you being impatient, you know. But we know that hope, hey, like it says in Romans the 5th chapter, you know, it talks about experience,
Yep.
patience, hope.
I appreciate you. There's Proverbs 13:12 says, "Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life."
Yeah. And that's why, hey, we're gonna be saved by our hope.
Yep.
We can't hey, hope that is seen.
Yeah.
When yeah. What are you hoping for if you're already seeing it?
Faith is a gift.
Yep.
Hey, what the Lord got in store for us, man, it's gonna be like a surprise, you know. Like even
knew
down,
this was gonna be good, but
even the spiritual power, man.
Bro.
When brothers, the very first time you finally find out that the power is on you now, that feeling, but you waited for it, you expected it, like
Yeah.
I know the power of the Lord is you know, I know. And then next thing you know,
Activated.
it's just gonna be activated. You're just gonna start doing it.
Start healing.
Yeah.
Performing miracles.
We see it, bro. We can see it.
Yeah, he's sick. What are we gonna do? Go get me such and such. You just name it shit, you know, sound like a random list. You go over there, you start praying, and you see that, and give him that, drink this, and then all of a sudden, it'll be good, bro. You on the deathbed, be like,
It's like
you
we're
gotta
gonna have,
see this.
Hey, how the apostles received the power,
Mhm.
and they're
Mighty
hey, in the
Russian
name of Yahweh Shai, you know?
Yeah.
yes.
Rise up.
Get up and walk.
What was it? Tabitha.
Yeah,
Yep.
just like that, bro.
Yeah.
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 I was just thinking we're gonna have our faith is gonna be like at the top, where you remember when Yahweh Shai was walking on the water,
Yep.
and who came out to meet him? Peter came to meet him, and Peter had it for a second,
Yeah.
but then his faith began to slip, and
You doubt.
he doubted. But we gonna be on the water, and we ain't gonna slip because our faith is it's not gonna waver, it's not gonna slip, it's not gonna we're gonna be able to walk all the way to Yahweh Shai, you know, in a sense, you know, because our faith is not gonna waver in that day or
Hey,
ever.
When a lot of our people that are predestined to have to see the miracles in order for them to believe, you know.
Yeah.
That's thy people shall be willing.
Yes,
That's when
sir.
a lot of our people are going to be willing to actually surrender to Yahweh Bashi
Yep.
Shai. Like, yeah.
Who's the God that you
Right.
prayed in to be able
Right,
to do
you know?
that?
We got some doubting Thomases out there.
Yep. You gotta see the. Gotta see it. Yeah.
It's like there's dudes out here that have been paralyzed since birth type shit.
Yep.
That was
Insane.
pretty much born for you, a brother, to perform a miracle on them, bro.
Yeah.
And everybody knows them, everybody's seen them, but now they're walking and they're saying, oh, the brother right there, Brian Yakana, he did it, man. In the name of Yahweh Bashim Shai.
Yep.
What's that name again?
God.
The foundation of the spiritual power is faith.
Yep.
It's not, you know, it's brothers that's gonna receive that power, that's gonna be healing. But it's not them per se, but it's them believing in Yahweh Shem outside is gonna work through them.
Yeah.
Quick precept. Wisdom of Solomon 16:12. For it was neither herb
No
modifying
ointment.
plaster
Yeah.
that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things. For thou hast power of life and death. Thou leadest to the gates of hell and bringest up again.
Brother said the key word, faith.
I don't want.
Telling the disciples, they was wondering, you know, how did you cast that demon out?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, man. You have the faith of a mustard seed. You can
He said a mountain.
remove mountains.
And our faith is pushed towards the mountain of modern day Babylon and modern day Rome to be removed. This is what we're chatting down. This is what we're pushing towards.
Mm-hmm.
It seems insurmountable to try to take this man down. The Illuminati gonna get taken down. And we ain't gonna have to lift the finger. Just us chanting it and believing in it, it's gonna come to pass.
Yeah, that's what happened in the time of Jericho.
There you go. The wall came, right? The wall
Hey,
came
through what? The vibration of the trumpets being blown.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the difference between that and now?
This is a trumpet.
Exactly.
We lift up our voice like trumpets. That's right.
We're as David, man. You know, and Yahushua is our rock, man.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Same rock that we take down Goliath with.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You're right.
And like Moses when he held up
The staff.
the brazen serpent.
Yeah, kind of serpents like it.
Yeah, man. Oh, lifting up Yahushua. Anybody that came to it got healed.
Okay.
Yep. I was looking at
Wasn't there
Like
another
that,
account like that?
it. Was against,
He kept his That's the spirit. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, kept his hands up.
When we held up, like you said, Yahushua, we was good. But when we didn't hold up Yahushua, we was gonna ask for it.
Mm-hmm.
You must be uplifted.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we're here to tell you. This is what we're here to prophesy unto you. You're not moving according to the vibration that we're putting out there through the word of the Lord, through the righteous spirit, the Holy Spirit. Hey, you up the creek. You up the creek, man. Nothing you can do. Prepare for. I mean, we can't tell you to prepare for it. We'll try to prepare you for it. So just know that this is where your end is gonna happen at. Man. Okay.
You looking for something?
It was one song we had, but we don't have to read it. I just curious if it was. It wasn't that tough. It was something, I don't remember what the topic was, but I remember Brother Roman was good. I don't remember. I just remember we was in Zechariah 9, I thought.
Prisoners of hope.
Yeah. Con, yeah, that's good.
12.
I remember, yeah.
This is Zechariah 9 and 12. As for thee also, this is verse 12. It says, turn ye to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto you. When I have bent Judah for me, it says, when I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up the sons of Zion against the sons of Greece. It says, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man.
This is,
That's also our patience in faith. That we're gonna put these nations
Under
among
subjection.
us. You know, that's the patience and the faith for the saints. Put them in captivity, that put us in captivity.
Oh, yeah.
every nation had their chance with it.
Esau, said towards us, some of those Greeks. The Grecian, the Edomite. Okay?
Not the original Greeks.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we're
we-
gonna make us mighty men. We're gonna have the power to take them down. Jake, you know, on a simple level, being carnal, you know, they look at the X-Men, the superhero character, they look
Anime.
at that as just entertaining. But we don't look at it like that.
No, that's reality.
That's gonna be
Really,
real.
That's reality. God.
But not all the special effects like, you know, the costumes and shit.
Yeah.
This is a RBC world parents.
We're gonna have garments, girdles. You know, we're gonna look like men. We ain't gonna have to put on no capes and all that shit, man.
My favorite cake, but still.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Elijah have a cake? Did what Mr. Incredible said.
God.
But yeah, exactly. But you know, the point is, it's not going for what's on the outside, but what's going to be given to us on the inside, and the new body that will be on the outside. You know, that can hold the power of the spirit and the information we're given on the inside. So I would rather be a prisoner of that than a prisoner to be destroyed with this whole prison.
And see, this is what we're having is a heavenly conversation.
That's right.
Somebody get Philippians 3. Start at like 18 and then read down the real book and we close out.
Philippians 3 and 18. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Mashiach.
Talking about the false prophets, those that can't really receive this gospel,
I know.
the ones that can't receive the mysteries, the ones that come against us, you know, they're enemies of the cross.
Yeah, you just gotta find the spot.
Right? Talk down on Yahushai, and his men.
Whose end is destruction, whose the Most High is their belly. So, whose the Most High is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things.
Mind earthly things. That sensual, natural, that like what was the definition? Ordinary mortals.
Yeah.
Right?
For our conversation is in heaven,
So our conversation is in heaven. Right?
from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach.
This is our hope, to see the Savior return.
Yeah,
In
the
his
Lord.
glory.
Did it?
When he show up in his glory, guess what? We're going to receive the same glory because we went through the suffering just like he went through the suffering. Okay?
Who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself.
Fashion us like his own. And that's the earnest expectation of the manifestation of the Son of God. We're going to be changed in his likeness and his glory. We're going to become gods, man. You know, Jake, they call they say to each other, peace, God, what up, God? Do you realize what you're really saying?
Right.
You know, fuck that 5%er shit. We're going to be gods for real.
Yeah. With
Under
the power,
Yahushua.
with the real power to
With
show
the
it. Physical power is what? Yeah.
And because a God isn't subject to mortals.
Okay.
Yep.
It starts, you said, it starts with wisdom. You know, becoming, you know, gods.
Right.
So your power is now. You
On
know?
a low level,
Yeah,
but
low
we're
level.
still subject.
Yep.
You know, we still got mortals that rule over us.
Yep.
You know, but when we become,
Yep.
when we go back to our first estate, we gonna run the world. All right. So yeah, man. Hey, you know, we're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem
So
Rakakadash.
much to the old apostles, bishops, and the great millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. We'll say Shalom, wa Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Blah, blah, blah.